we are going to learn how to design this mobile app using FlutterFlow. Okay, so if you're new to FlutterFlow, FlutterFlow is a low-code platform used to design mobile application for Android, iOS, and web. Okay, so this is the user interface. That's the dashboard for FlutterFlow. If you're new here, don't worry. I'm going to explain some of the features of FlutterFlow. Before I do that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please help me click on that subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell. You can do me one more favor. Please like the video so that it will help push the video up there so that many people can watch and also learn how to use FlutterFlow. Alright, so first let me take you through the app that we are going to develop. I have previously done this app, so this is what we are going to use as our case study. Okay, as you can see, the scroll bars are working perfectly well. So you can scroll up, you can scroll down. Okay, and then the tab bar is also working. So this is the first tab, which is the parallel market. Okay, I can zoom in so that you can see well. All right, so this is how it looks like. Let me zoom in one more time. So this is the app. So this is for the parallel market. That's the first tab, this tab. And then if you scroll up, you'll see other details in the app. And then if I click on CBN rate, it will take me to the next tab. Okay, we have this right here. All right, so if I click on Forex news, and then we have this dummy text right here. So this is what we are going to develop. We are going to mimic this design. All right, so if you haven't registered before on FlutterFlow, I would advise you to do so. The registration is absolutely free. Just click on Start for Free button, and then it's going to take you to a different tab where it's going to load the sign up page. All right, so on the sign up page, most times I normally prefer to sign up with Google. So if you have a Gmail account, I think it will be easy for you to just click on sign in with Google. So you can also sign in with Apple, or you can sign in with GitHub, or you can also sign in with your Microsoft account. But if you prefer to enter your own details, and then of course you are free to do that, just enter your name, your email address, your password, you confirm password, then you click on the register button. All right, so just follow that process and sign up. Okay, but if you have account before, and then you can click on the login link right there, and then it's going to take you to the login form. Here, just click, just enter your login details, and then you can log in into your dashboard. Okay, so while this is loading, I believe the login page is going to show. Okay, so instead of waiting for it to show, we can just go ahead. All right, so I have already logged in. That's why you see me showing you the previous app that I developed, which we are going to mimic. Okay, so all right, so now let me take you back to the previous tab, which is my first tab. So we are going to start with this. Okay, all right, so for me to do that, I'm going to where am I? Okay, so I'm just going to enter this address like this. So all right, so I'm trying to load the app so that it's going to take me back to where I can be able to create a new app. So for you, once you register, this page is still loading. Let it just be there. So for you, once you log in, this is the first page that you're going to see. All right. So don't worry if you haven't created any app before. This list view of apps that you have created is going to be empty. So don't worry. Once you create your first app, then it's going to appear right there. Okay. So you are going to see the create new button. So for we to create our first app, so click on the create new button. All right, so now we have the create project dialog box. So we have various templates that we can use. If I scroll down, you can see all the template that you can use for free. Don't worry, we are going to create a blank project. Okay, so for me to do that, I'm going to enter a new name. So it's going to be Aboki FXM. Okay, so that's the name that we are going to use. Then here I'm going to click on the create blank button. Okay, so we have the project name, then we have the package name. The package name is always unique, okay, in across all Play Store app. Okay, so you can enter your company name right there, or you can as well repeat the domain just like this. Okay, com.abokifxm.abokifxm. All right, so that is a unique package name. What we are doing here is just a demo, so it doesn't matter. This thing, it doesn't exist, so it's just for the purpose of this demo. All right, so for the theme, we are going to stick with the we are going to use the default theme. Then if I scroll down like this, we are not going to create any Firebase store for this app. Okay, we are not going to create any Firebase project for this app. We are just going to concentrate on the UI design. So I'm going to uncheck this, and then finally I'm going to click on start building. All right, so we are currently on our development environment for FlutterFlow. All right, so before we start, I'm going to introduce you to some of these features that we have in the FlutterFlow dashboard. Okay, so this is our emulator. What we have here, let me reduce the size of the emulator. So if we like, we can toggle the display device, something like this. I usually like this thing. Okay, when I'm designing, it appears nicely. So this is the emulator. So we are going to use this to see the appearance of our app. And then towards the right side bar of the screen where we have the scaffold, this is more like a property bar where if you add a widget into your app, for instance, and then you can use this property bar to change the property of the widget. Okay, so as we go on, I'm going to we are going to be using this frequently, and then you would learn how it works. You also see how it works. Okay, so the safe area is always checked so that our app design won't overflow. Okay, so towards the left sidebar of the screen, so what you currently see here is the commonly use elements. So these are all widgets that we are going to be using as we design our app. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to use most of these widgets, okay, as we go on in this tutorial. All right, so at the extreme left sidebar of the dashboard, the first icon right there is the widget. Okay, so if I hover my mouse, that's the widget palette. That's what you're currently seeing right there. Okay, so the next icon, if I click on it, that is the widget tree. Okay, so the widget tree is just like a tree view of all the widget and pages, okay, of your design. Okay, so just like what you see here, the first widget there is the home page. All right, so the second widget is the column. Okay, and then the next widget right there is the app bar, which is somewhere here. That's the app bar. Okay, and then the text is on top of the app bar. Okay, so don't worry, I'm going to show you how to use these things. All right, so the next icon is the page selector. Here we can add multiple pages, and once we do that, it's going to appear here. Okay, so don't worry, as we go on and on this tutorial, you are going to learn how to add new pages. So the next icon is the storyboard. The storyboard is where, if for instance we link one or two pages, or we take action. For instance, you click a button and the button navigates you to a different page or triggers an action. Okay, so it's going to appear here as the storyboard. Now the next icon there is the, let me hover my mouse, click on it for instance. Okay, so that's the Firebase. Here you can create, Firestore, or maybe your Firebase project that you can store, and you can store your data. Okay, you can either store or retrieve your data, okay, using Firebase. All right, so the next icon there is the data types. After creating your Firestore project, you can create data types for your database. Okay, so the next icon, let me hover my mouse, is the app values. Here you can create the app states variable for your app. So the next icon is the API calls. Now the API calls is used to you can use the API to to fetch data from external sources. Okay, let's take for instance you want to design a news app that fetches latest news from external API or external sources. You can implement that with the API. Okay, so the next icon there is the media assets. So the media asset here is where, if you upload images, audios, videos, for instance, you are going to see all of them in this your media assets. Okay, so the next icon there is the custom code. Here you can add custom code to your project. Okay, so why I'm showing you this is that it's very important. If you're new to FlutterFlow, you can get an insight of how some of the features works. Okay, so now the next icon there is the cloud functions. Here you can easily add your cloud functions. Okay, so the next icon there is your test, your automated test. Here you can easily configure automated tests for your project. So the next icon is your theme settings. Under your theme settings, you can set your typography, you can set your color, your font sizes, and so many other things that you can do with your theme settings. Okay, so this is a typography and icons. You can set all of this, and then your app color, your theme colors, you can set that, and a lot more. Okay, so the last icon on the list here is the settings and integration. Here you can, change your project name. You can change your package name. You can decide which pages is the initial or the first page. Okay, so you can do a lot more with your settings. Okay, so I have explained enough. Now let's go and start our design. So I'm going to click on the widgetry. That is what we are going to be using, okay, frequently as we that is what we are going to be using, okay, frequently in this tutorial. Okay, that is the widgetry. All right, so we don't actually need the app bar, so I'm going to click on it and delete. Okay, so the next is that we actually need this column. Okay, what we are going to do is that we are not going to set it to be scrollable. We are going to do that later, but not now. Okay, so okay, let me delete this and add it all over. Okay, so that you can learn from this. Okay, so that is our home page. We are going to leave it like this. So if you like, you can change the name over here. Just click on the edit pencil icon. You change the name. Make sure you don't have spaces, and then you click on the tick button to change the name. So the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to, you see that small icon right there. If I hover my mouse, it's going to pop up a tooltip that add a child to this widget. So we are going to add a child to this widget. So click on it, and then we are going to add a column. Okay, so click on column, just like the icon direction. All right, so we have added a column, okay, to as a child widget to the home page. All right, so next what we are going to do is we are going to add a child widget, and the child widget is going to be a container. All right, so that container, we are going to set the width of the container is going to be just click on the percentage sign and then type 100. Okay, and then the height is going to be, we are going to use the height, we are going to concentrate on this use breakpoint. That's the first screen for the purpose of this demo video. So we are going to use the 844 as the height. So I'm going to enter 844. Okay, all right, so we are going to set our gradients. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down like this. Don't forget, I told you this is the properties. The properties helps you to change properties of a particular widget. So I'm going to scroll down like this, and then I'm going to check this to activate the gradient. Okay, so for the first color, that's the color 1, I'm going to click on it, and then I'm going to need, so I need my color. So I'm going to enter this color. All right, so if you want to design this with me, if you want to flow with me, don't worry, I'm going to leave all of these items or assets that I've used in this tutorial. I'm going to leave a link in the video description where you can download them and learn alongside the video. Okay, so the color is #1111 425. Okay, hash like 111 425. Okay, so now click on use color. All right, so the second color, we are going to get that. So the second color is so that's color 2. You're going to click on it, and then you're going to change this color, highlight it. Okay, so that is a color. Once you've entered it, click on use color. All right, So for the angle degrees, just enter 30. Okay, so that is what we want for now. So we are going to add a row. So what we're going to do right now is to begin to add our items on the on our on the app bar. Okay, so the item that we're going to add next is the hamburger menu. So where we have this row, click on add a child widget. All right, so now search for widget type icon. So because we are concentrating on the UI design, so we are going to use icon for this instance. So click on icon. All right, so for the icon, we are going to use our properties bar, and then first let's change the icon color. Just click here. Let me close this. Where we have the icon color, click here. Okay, and then next we are going to click on informational. So click on informational, that's white. Okay, so for the icon size, let's change this to 30. Okay, so let's change the icon. So where we have icon, click on settings outline, click on it. All right, so here we are going to search for menu. Okay, so click on the first one. All right, so next we are going to let's set the padding of this row. Now click on row, scroll down on the properties menu. So enter 15. So we have added our padding for the app bar. Okay, so we are going to add padding for the hamburger. Okay, for the hamburger menu. So we are going to add a padding of 15. So for padding, enter 15. Okay, so that is that for the menu. Okay, so we are going to add a title. Let me take you back here. So we are going to add a title. So our title is going to be Aboki FXM. All right, so let's go back. Now on that row, click here to add a child widget. So this time around, the child widget is going to be text. Okay, so don't worry, the color there is black. We are going to change it to white. So scroll down under your properties, click here, and then change it to informational. That's white. So the font size is quite small. Let's say 24. Okay, so let's go back up there, and let's change this text to Aboki FXM. Okay, so if the font is too big, let's go back one more time and change it to, let's say 22. 1022 is okay. All right, so the padding is going to be left is going to be 40, then right is going to be 180. So let's scroll up, and then left is going to be the padding. Left is going to be 40, and then right is going to be 180. Okay, so if the padding is too much, don't worry, we are going to change it. Maybe we can make it something smaller, let's say 70, as the case may be. All right, so let's add another. Next, we are going to add this share icon. Okay, so let's go back to our design. Then under row, we are going to click here to add a child widget. So this time around, the child widget is going to be another icon. So click here. Okay, so scroll down in the properties, click on the icon color, and click on informational. So it's going to add the icon, then change the icon size to 30. Okay, so the padding for this is too much, so click on the text, that's Aboki FXM. Then we are going to reduce this padding. Let's make it 160. Okay, So we can either make it a little bit, smaller. Okay, so let's check the app size, the icon size for this. Okay, it's okay. So let's go back. Now for the icon, click here and then search for share. All right, so we can use this. Click on it. Okay, so we have, okay, we are done with our menu. Okay, that is what we have there. Okay, so we are going to add our tab bar widget. Okay, so what we want to do right now is to add this tab bar widget. Okay, so where we are going to change add the parallel market and the CBN rate and the forex news. So that is the tab bar. So let's do that. All right, so we are currently on our design view. So on the second column, where we just immediately after the container, just click here to add a child widget. Okay, so here search for tab bar. All right, so we have the tab bar just immediately, sorry, we have the tab bar under the inside the layout element. So click on it. All right, so the tab bar has been added for us. So we are going to add the top padding to 10. Okay, so so let's change some properties. Okay, all right, so the primary color, click here, select color, change it. We are going to use informational. Okay, see, it has changed. All right, so now the unselected color, we are going to change that too. All right, so click on the under the unselected color, click here. So we are going to use alternate. Okay, so as you can see, it's a little bit different. The selected color is white, while the unselected is alternate, so it's not as bright as white, so that is okay. All right, so what we are going to do next is that we are going to name these tabs. Okay, so the first one, click on it, and then under the properties sidebar, right under the text, change the text property to parallel markets. Okay, so change it to parallel markets. Okay, let's confirm that. Let's confirm. Let's go back to our design. Click here. Yes, so parallel market rates. So we can just copy this to save time. So this is going to be parallel FX markets. Okay, parallel market rate, sorry. So we've changed that. The font, I think, is a little bit small. Don't worry, we are going to change it later. So the next one is going to go back, click on the CBN rates. So we are going to copy this. We're going to go back to our design, highlight the example 2. We're going to paste that one. So we're going to go back again to our design. Then here is the forex news. Okay, so click on it and then click on the example 3 and then highlight it, then paste it right there. So we have that. Now let's go ahead and change and increase the text property for I think 18 is okay. Let's see. Let's increase it. Okay, so let's increase. Where is it? Let's go back to tab. Okay, sorry, let's go back to this is what we are working with. Okay, so let's this is our tab, so just click on tab then we are going to increase the font size. So let's see, that's 18, let's make it 20. Okay, so 20 is okay. If we like, we can change the font width to 500. Okay, all right. So what we are going to do next is, let's go back to our design. So we are going to add this. Okay, we are going to add the first container. That's the logo, the the text and all of that. For the tab text page, we are going to delete the text that is inside. All right, so inside there we are going to add, you just click here where we have the tab bar page, click on the add a child to this widget, click on it, and then we are going to add a column. Okay, so now that we have added our column, so we are going to set the properties to scrollable. Okay, so this will enable someone to, this will enable the scrolling up and down of the app. Okay, all right, so what we are going to do next is we are going to add a container. Okay, so I'm going to click and I'm going to add a container. All right, so right inside this container, I'm going to set the properties. The width is going to be in percentage, that is going to be 100, and then the height is going to be in pixels, and it's going to be 90. All right, so what I'm going to do next is that I'm going to set the secondary text background, that's the fill color. The fill color, I'm going to set make it at 3F4158. Okay, so click on use color. All right, so right inside this container, I'm going to, okay, let's check our app. Let's check it. We have the column right here, and then we have the container. Okay, so next we have our row. Okay, that's the first row. Then after the row, we have our column. We have the container. Okay, all right. So first we are going to add a container, which we have done. So next we are going to add a row. Okay, so let's do that. So right inside this container, let's add a row. Okay, all right, so right inside this row we are going to add a container. Okay, the width is in percentage. Okay, and it is 32. Okay, so the height is, I think, 40. The height is 40 pixels. Okay, so what we're going to do next is that we are going to duplicate this. All right, so if I click on this, you're going to see the next container, and then the padding. Let's see, is there any padding there? I think the padding should be that's the next container. Okay, so the padding should be 7 left, 7 right. Okay, so we are going to duplicate this container. Let me zoom this a little bit. All right, so we're going to duplicate this. So just press Ctrl D, click on it, and then press Ctrl D on your keyboard. Have I done that? Okay, so duplicate. Yeah, so click on the duplicated container and then duplicate it again. So we have 3 containers. Okay, first, second, and third. So click the one on the middle, and on the padding for left, let's use 7, and then for right we're going to use 7 also. All right, so we have this little space in between. So we don't need these colors. If you check my app, so there are no colors anywhere right inside. So this is the container for the image, and then for the text and this other text. Okay, so those are the containers that we are creating so that it will align, everything properly. Okay, so we are going to go back to our app. Don't worry, we won't be doing all of this for the remaining containers. Okay, so we are going to finish with the first one and then save it as a template. All right, so let's click on this, and then okay, so before we duplicate this, we are going to take out the color so that we won't be repeating the same thing all over. So we're going to go back here in time and then click on clear color. All right, so we have this container like this without color, and then now duplicate, Ctrl D. Have you done that? Yeah, then duplicate again. So we have the third one. All right, so what you're going to do next is you're going to just click on the third one and then enter padding. The left is 7, then the right is 7. Don't worry, there are containers right there, just like I took out the colors. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we are going to enter the flag. Okay, we are going to upload our image for the flag, and then we're going to enter this. So before we do that, we would need to enter we would need to add a row for the first container. So I'm going to click here, add a child widget, click on it. Then I'm going to add a row for the first container. As you can see, there's a row right there. So on the main axis alignment, I'm going to choose click on center. So I like the logo to be at the middle, okay, of that container. So why I added the container is for the image or the text not to overflow towards the left or the right. Okay, so next I'm going to click on the row, then I'm going to add a child widget to that row. Then this time around is going to be an image. So the image is a widget. I'm going to click on it. Okay, so don't worry about it. The size, we are going to change it. This is supposed to be the width is percentage. Then it's supposed to be 32, right? Then the height is supposed to be 40. Okay, so let's scroll down a little bit, and then where we have the image type, now click on it and then select assets. Okay, so as you can see, we haven't uploaded any image. So the first image on the list is this this flag right here. So I'm going to click here to upload. All right, so it's going to be okay. So which of them? Okay, that's the USA. So that's the flag that we're going to upload. So it's uploading. Once it's finished, then you're going to see the flag right there. Okay, so I think that's the correct thing. All right, so the padding, let's zoom this back. Is that a little bit too long? Let's see. Let's check the image size. The image size 80 pixels, and then the height is 40. Let's go check it out. Image size, okay, is 80 pixels. Yeah, so the image size was too long. I think I used percentage instead of pixels. Okay, so that is how I want it to be. And then the next thing that we're going to do is to enter the text. Okay, so that's the buy and then the rate. Okay, so we're going to enter this. Next, we're going to click on this container, right? That's the second container. Then we are going to click here to add a child widget. So now the child widget is going to be text. So don't worry, we're going to change that. We are going to change the color. Let's scroll down in the properties window. Let's change it to informational. Okay, so let's check our previous app. Let's see the fonts that we use here. So the font width is 500. Then the color is the font size is 17. Let's get this color. We're going to copy this. We're going to get that color. So let's go back. Our design. So the font size is 17, and then the color is this. I think that's a color. Yeah, I'm going to use this. And the font width is 500. So where did we align this to be? At the middle. Okay, so let's change this. Let's click on the row. So where are we? Okay, we made a mistake right here. We are supposed to add a row before a text. So let's wrap this with a row. Okay, so we've wrapped that with a row. So under that row, we are going to align it to, the main axis alignment to center. Okay, so that is that. We are going to add the second one. So the second one is the container. This container. Okay, so let's change that. Click on the hello world. So let's see. I'm going to zoom this so that you see it very well. So I'm going to scroll up like this, and then just after the text, I'm going to highlight the text property. I'm going to change that to by. Okay, so the app is having shape. All right, so guys, if you're still watching this video and you haven't subscribed to our channel, please help me click on the subscribe button. Once you have clicked on the subscribe button, go down below the comment section and type I have subscribed. And then if you like the video, please click on the like button. Help us push this video so that people out there can see it and watch it and learn how to use FlutterFlow. You can also turn on the notification bell. Thank you so much for doing that. All right, so next we are going to add let's check our design. Okay, so this amount 1140. All right, so first we are going to search Google. So if you're in Nigeria, currently I'm in Nigeria, so I need my okay, so let us not do that. Let's we have our design here already, so it's going to help us work smarter instead of doing this thing from scratch, so that the video won't be too long. So we are just going to go get that amount from the previous app. So before we do that, we will need to add a row. Click here to add a child widget, add a row. So that row, we are going to change the main axis alignment to middle. Okay, so we are going to add a child widget to the row. This time around is going to be a text. Okay, so it's going to be a text. It's going to be a text. Okay, so let me change the text right now. The text is going to be this. Okay, and then the font is going to be 17, and then the color is going to be this. Use color. Don't worry, we are not going to do all of this again. We are just going to use this as our template. Okay, so let's see. All right, we have that. Okay, so now how can we add the second row? Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so what we are going to do is we are going to wrap this with a stack. Okay, so a stack will help us to stack widgets on top of each other. Okay, so where are we going to add it? Let's see. Okay, right on that row, let's see, this is a container, this is the row, this is the main container. So we need to stack the row on top of each other. So click on this row, and then right click on the row, and then look for wrap widget. So click on it, and then you're going to wrap. Okay, let's use this. Was it what we used before? Okay, so let's wrap. Okay, all right. So we have wrapped that. So what we're going to do next is let's click on the row. Should we add any padding? Okay, let's add the padding top. Let's see, like 5. Yeah, it's okay. All right, so can we duplicate this instead of adding it all over? Let's see. Yes, so we can duplicate this. Okay, so let's duplicate this. You're going to duplicate this. Now click on the row and then press Ctrl D on your keyboard. Yes, so it has been duplicated. So what we're going to do right now is we are going to I think there's a padding up there, so we're going to take it out. Okay, so we're going to take that padding so that our items can enter very well. Okay, so maybe we can add a padding of 2, maybe. All right, so before we add those paddings, let's take it out first. Before we add those paddings, we are going to take a look at our app. So this is going to be text, not an image. So once we do that, then it's going to enter very well. Okay, so we are going to delete this. So let's delete this. Click on the image, hit the delete key on your keyboard. So right inside this row, we're going to add a text. Add the text. Good. And that text, we're going to change it to dollars, and then in bracket is going to be USD. Okay, so the font size is going to be 16. Going to save it. Okay, so the font width is going to be 500, and then the color, the text color is going to be this. Use color. Okay, so now change this to cell. All right, so our app is having shape. So now let's get down to the first row. Then we are going to add a padding. I think it's 5 or so. Okay. Now let's see. Let's go back to our app. Let's check this out. If there are any paddings, no. Check the first row. Padding, no. The second row. Okay, so the second row has a padding of 5. Let's see. I think it's okay like this. Yeah, it's okay. So this center. Okay, now let's check this out. Center. Okay. All right, so this is our design. Let's see. All right, so what we need to do, let's get this. I'm going to zoom this. All right, so let's quickly get this amount. Go back to our design, click on this text, change this, Okay, so this will save us a lot of time by entering this thing manually. Okay, all right, so what we're going to do next is we are going to save this as a template. So we're going to save our design, this column, this container. We are going to save it as a template. Okay, so let's click here. I'm going to save this. So save as a template. The template name is let's save it as a parallel. Okay. Container. Okay, so let's just leave it as a parallel container. Okay, so let's hit the save template. Okay, all right, so what we're going to do, we have saved this template, so we are going to use it probably in our next design, probably on the CBN rates. Okay, so but before we do that, we are going to add other exchange rate for other countries, so it's going to be easy for us since we have already created the template, okay, for the first container. So we are just going to duplicate, okay, for other exchange rates. So let's go back. Now we are going to click here. We are going to go back to our container. Okay, so let's close this out. Okay, sorry, not that one, not that one, not that one. The one inside the tab. Okay, this container. Yeah. All right, so we are going to duplicate this. Yeah, so let's add, before that, let's undo. We're going to add a padding for this container. Let's check it. Let's check it out. This container. A padding of 10 pixels. So let's add a padding button, 10 pixels. Okay. So we've done that, and then we can now duplicate. Okay. So click on the container and then duplicate. Okay. So that is the second container. Don't worry, we are going to duplicate all, and then let's check, let's count it: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. All right, so let's duplicate them. We have the second one, that's the third one. I'm going to duplicate this. Okay. So we're going to duplicate this again. We're going to duplicate this. Then we're going to duplicate this again. Okay, so let's begin to change the design. Okay, so let's change all this flag and the rest. So the next one is going to be pounds. Okay, so let me zoom this. You can see it very well. So let's go back, then let's click on the image and then scroll down on the properties. Okay, so click here, upload image. So we'll search for UK. Click on it. It's going to upload. So we're going to change the text to pounds. I believe you now know where we can change our text. So change this to pounds, then change this to the text, highlight it, shortcode, change it to GBP. Alright, so for the exchange amounts, we're going to get this from here quickly. So click on this one, I'm going to copy it, go back here, click on the next one. That is it, guys. Well done. So if you're still doing this with me, you're doing great. All right, so next we are going to change the next image. So let's take a look at it. The next one is going to be euro. So let's click on this. Let's scroll down under the property bar. So click to upload. Then there's going to be euro. Okay, so what's the currency? Okay, so just going to copy this very fast, going to help us work smart. Okay, so we're going to scroll where we have the text, just paste it right there. Okay, so the buy amounts for euro, I'm just going to get this. Okay, going to get that amount, going to copy it, then I'm going to paste it right there. All right, so that's the buy amounts. For the sell amount for euro, so for you can use your own currency. Okay, so the naira sign there is for the currency symbol for my country, so you're free to use yours. Okay, so what's the sell amount? The sell amount is are we done with that? Let's see. Okay, so the sell amount is this. All right, so what's the next image that we're going to change? The Canadian dollar. So that's what we're going to change. You're going to go back here, click on this image, scroll down the properties bar, click on upload image. All right, so search for Canada. So all these images, you can get it online for free. Okay, so the Canadian dollar. Okay, so this is going to be the same, but I'm going to change the scroll up, change this to card, it to be Canadian dollar, change that to card. All right, so the buy amounts for Canadian dollar, let's get that quickly. Okay, so let's scroll down here, I'm going to paste it, get the sell amount, copy it, go back to our working environment, click on the sell amount, text, change it. Okay, so what next? Let's check the South Africa. Okay, so let's go, let's click on this. Where's our own design? Click on the image, scroll down, click on upload image, and then look for South Africa, upload it. Okay, so what's the currency? Let's click on it, let's copy this. We are doing this so that the video won't be too long. Okay, so click on the dollar text, then scroll up, change it with this one. So let's change the buy and the sell amounts for South Africa, copy it. Okay, let's change it, change the sell amounts also, copy it, go back to our working environment, let's paste this right there. So what next? I think this should be United Arab Emirates also. Okay, so let's click on this. Okay, so let's scroll down to upload image, United Arab Emirates. Let's see if it's the one. No, it's not. Okay, I think that's a logo. Let's see. Yeah. Yes. I'm correct. So that's the one. So let's get that text. Let's get that text real quick. Okay, this is text. Click on the text. So for you, you can just enter this text. Okay, so I'm trying to make the video not be too long. So click here. I'm going to scroll up to the properties text box. Text, sorry. So for the buy and sell, I'm going to get it from here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back. I'm going to change that. Click on this text for sell. I'm going to click here. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to change it. Okay, so Control S to save. All right, so what next? Let's see. Okay, so it's the Ghana cities, I guess. Okay, so let's change this image. Ghana cities. Scroll down, click on upload image. Ghana. Going to upload. So let's get the currency for Ghana. The text. Scroll up, copy this, go back to the working environment. Click here, scroll up, change this, click. Okay, so let's change the amount for Ghana cedis to buy. Copy it. Let's change this. Okay, so for sell, let's copy this and let's click on this sell value and change it. Okay, so what is next? This is our design that we are working with. Okay, so the next is the Chinese yuan. So let's get that. This is where we are. Okay, where we are. Let's see. Okay. So click on that last container and duplicate it. Okay, so we're trying to get to that. So when you do that, the last container is not going to be useful. So just click on the wrap and then delete. Okay, so we have that empty container down there. All right, so what we're going to do next is that we are going to change this thing to Chinese flag. All right, so click on this and then upload the image, and then let's get the currency. Let's get the currency name. Go back here in time, then click here. Then we're going to change the text for the currency, and then we're also going to change the value for buy. And then let's change, copy that, replace it here. Let's also copy the sell text for, then let's click here, let's replace it too. Okay, all right, so that is that. So we are going to let's save it, Control S. So let me reduce the size a little bit. Let's scroll up. Okay, so now click on preview app. Okay, so this is how nicely looking our app is. So we can scroll up, yeah, so we can scroll down. So the vertical scrolls are working. Okay, so trying to navigate this, scroll up, scroll down, scroll up, scroll down. So that's the exchange, that's the parallel um, market exchange. Okay, so we can swipe like this. So next we're going to work on the CBN rates. Okay, so after we are done with the CBN rates, then we are going to go and work on the last one, which is the Forex news. Okay, so but hey, we are done with this. So guys, if you're still working with me, you're doing great. Thumbs up. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click on the subscribe button, and if you like the video, click on the like button. Okay, and you can also turn on the notification bell, the CBN exchange rate tab. So we are going to click where we have the tab bar page. I'm going to click here. Sorry, that is for that's for Forex news. So let me click here. Okay, so let me expand this. So that's the text that we have there. So for that text, I'm going to delete it. Okay, so we are going to add a column. Okay, so I'm going to add a column. So click here, click here, add a child widget, and then add a column. Okay, so inside that column, we are going to add another child widget and click. Now, instead of we to start the design over and over again, remember we save a template, and that template, we are going to use it right now. So click on it, and then where is the template that we save? Okay, so these are all the template that we have used, that we've saved before. Okay, so which of them did we just create? Okay, so let's see, currency converter, currency converter, new column design, okay, new exchange rates container, I think it should be this one. I don't know, let's see, can't remember the name. Okay, this should be this one, parallel container. Okay, it's this one, so click on it. All right, so it's going to add that container right there. So how many containers do we need? Let's see. This is our previous design. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we are going to quickly we are going to duplicate this 6 times. Okay, so we have this second, that's the second one. I'm going to duplicate this. Sorry, let's see. I'm going to add a padding there of bottom padding as 10 pixels. Okay, before we start duplicating. So duplicate, that's the first one. The second, duplicate, that's the fourth, duplicate, that's the fifth, and we are going to duplicate the last one. Okay, so now that we have duplicated all of this, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's start changing the properties. Okay, so let's go back to our design. Let's use our design view right here. Let's scroll down, click on exchange rate. So click on CBN. let's go use this tab. Let's look for CBN. Okay, so this is the CBN tab. Okay, so this is the CBN tab. So the first one on the list is the US dollars. So we are going to leave that the way it is, but we're going to copy the buy value. Okay, so we're going to click on this. We're going to quickly change it. We're going to do the same for the sell. We're going to copy this, then we're going to enter it. So next is for pounds. Okay, so we are going to change this. Don't forget we have uploaded this before, so just search for it, and then we're going to change this. Okay, just change that, then change this. Then the amounts we're going to copy, then we're going to change it for the buy. Now the sell, let's get the value for sell. So let's go back. What's next? Next is euro. I'm going to change this, euro, click here. All right, so let's get the value for euro, copy it, go back to our design, click on buy, the text value for buy, click here to change it. So yeah, don't forget we are going to change this, the text, going to copy this, going to change it. So the cell, going to change this. All right, so next we've done that. Next is South Africa run. Okay, so we're going to get that value first. We're going to change it, then we're going to change the flag. Click here. I have uploaded this before, so I'm going to search for it. South. Yeah, so I'm going to change the amounts for the buy. So guys, all this amount are just for demo purpose. Okay, don't forget we are currently designing the UI version of this app. So all right, so what is next is the Japanese yen. So we are going to copy this name, then I'm going to change that flag first, search for it. Okay, so that one is not there. We are going to upload it. Then we're going to change this. Then for the buy, going to copy this amount, get this also, get the amount, then we're going to change it. All right, so what's next? I think the last one, Saudi Arabia, Riyadh. So we're going to change that flag. We change that image, Saudi. Get the currency name from here. Copy it like this. So we are going to click here, screw up, paste this, get the amount for the buy, screw up like this, click here, change this. So we're going to get the amount also for the sell. We're going to change it. Alright guys, well done. If you're still with me in this video up to this point, you're doing well. Thumbs up. Well done guys. Okay, so we have designed this. We're going to save it. So let's go back to our page and refresh. Okay, so let's zoom out. Okay, so we're going to click on CBN rates. Okay, so we have this. I click on parallel. We have that. Can screw up, can screw down, screw up, screw down. Okay, I click on CBN rates. So we have the CBN rates. Then we have the parallel market exchange rates. Okay, so now the forex news, we're going to add that real quick. All right, so we are almost done guys. We're almost done. Well done. So we are almost done. We're going to click on the forex news. Yes. So the tab. Okay. So we're going to copy this guys. This is just a demo text, a dummy text. So we're going to add this to our app. So that should be the tab for forex news. So first we're going to click this. We're going to change the font to informational. That's white. This font is too big. Let's see what do we have here. Font size, okay. It's 14. The padding top 5 and the left 10 and the right. So first let's go this to 14, font size to 14, and then let's screw up. The padding here is 5, the left 10, the right 10, and then let's screw up and paste our text. So where we have the tab 3, paste that text. Okay, so guys, this is how we have been able to design the clone version of the Aboki FX app. Okay, so we're going to save this. All right, so I'm going to zoom like this. Okay, so guys, let's go back to our preview. Let me refresh this page. Okay, so let me reduce this, zoom in. All right, so we are in the parallel exchange rates. So parallel market exchange rates. So we can, scroll up, down, to check other exchange rates. And then this is for the parallel market exchange rates. We can click on the CBN rates. It will take you, take you to the CBN rates. And then we can also check the forex news. So the forex news is just a dummy text. Okay, for the purpose of this video, that's how we use that. So guys, this is just a clone version, it's a UI version of the bokeh FX app. Okay, so you can learn. The purpose of this video or tutorial is just for you to learn how to use the FlutterFlow. Okay, so you can learn how to use the features and all the widgets, and then use this method to design your own app. Okay, so guys, if you're still watching this video up to this point, you've done well. Thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click on that subscribe button. Help me click on that subscribe button, and then if you like the video, click on the like button so that it will help push the video up there, so that other people who are looking for tutorials on how to learn FlutterFlow can see it and learn from it. And also turn on the notification bell so that once we upload videos, you can get your notification. Thank you so much for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.